fans in the country.
Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, Reese, after everything you just said. Do not blink, do not go to the bathroom, because both of these offenses can score quickly. These passing attacks are
turning it on! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Eagles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs,
maybe a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Boston College wants to play fast.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
To the air, it's McKenzie. Under fire, looking for a big gain. And it slips through his fingers. Complete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Running inside, it's Hansen. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, Now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively. Big first down for this L.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The run inside. It's Hansen. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons of Nick Singleton and K. Trump.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They're working that left side. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Now improvising. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Connection to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Running inside. It's Dickens. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7 and a long way to go for this offense. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. At halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first-half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. And what great field position to start. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. Back to throw, it's McKenzie. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it. 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down.
And they come up with an explosive play there. The quarterback had exactly what he wanted. Man coverage, safety in the middle of the field, so he throws the go route to the outside, finds his best one-on-one matchup. And how about the speed and the ability to track that football and give this offense a jolt?
Trying to move them on the counter. There's a little room there. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Breaks into the open. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using his legs, it's Hansen. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. This is just the way you want it. The game will be won or lost in the fourth quarter as we take a look at the stats through 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And finally, we get something on the board, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. From inside his own and he coughs it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
On to attempt the try. How in the world did he miss that? Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. So the defense has kept them in it. The offense hasn't done anything, but there's still time if they get going now. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Hansen. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the 1st.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. The give. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State. That would have put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
To the air, it's Beck. Rushes on him. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. First play of the drive, wants to throw. There's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game